Hi there, my name is on the standards of ethical conduct for managerial accountants. So, managerial accountants must abide by the standards set by the Institute of Management Accountants, or the IMA. So what are ethics? Ethics are moral principles that govern our behavior. Now the principles set by the IMA are honesty, fairness, objectivity, and responsibility. The standards that accountants must adhere by are competence, confidentiality, integrity, and credibility. Number 1, competence. You must maintain your professional credibility by constantly educating yourself. You must abide by rules and regulations, and you must acknowledge and voice any limitations that may prevent successful performance of an activity. 2. Confidentiality. You can't disclose information unless it's legally required. You should notify the parties of proper use of confidential information, and do not use confidential information for your own benefit. 3. Integrity. You should try to relieve and hopefully resolve conflicts of interest between parties. You should regularly relay information to try and avoid conflicts of interest to begin with, and avoid engaging in activities that may degrade the profession. 4. Credibility. You should justly and impartially pass on the information. You should reveal any information that could sway one's view of reports, analysis, or recommendations. And you should reveal any delays or deficiencies in information. So the resolution of ethical conflict. So if there happens to be a problem, the first thing you should do is to follow your company's written policies on the conflict. Chances are the company will have something written and a kind of set guidelines that you can be able to follow. However, if that is not the case and you still cannot resolve, you should discuss the situation with a superior. Of course, the superior should be within the company. Then you can also confirm the situation with an IMA ethics counselor. Then you should discuss your legal situation with an attorney. So an example of a case like this would be if a company spends $20,000 on advertising for the months June and July, and your job is to make a quarterly statement for the acts. You need to determine whether you will use them as an advertising expense for the months of June and July, which would of course be a liability, or to make it prepaid expense, which will be paid in the following months, which would make it an asset for that quarterly statement. Now, you may be pressured to make it an asset because it'll make the company's health look better, but this is a classic ethical situation that you need to make a clear, methodical answer to. Thank you guys.